time. What's up, champions? Hello, 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 hello. Happy Tuesday. This is the holiday week, guys, and it is about to go down. Guys, please stay, drop down in the chat. What city, what country, what state, what area code, what are you representing, guys? Drop it down in the chat. Let me see where you're calling in from, where you're representing, where you're from. Guys, we're ready to go ahead and get this party started. We got the ATL. What's up, Sean? Sean out of the ATL. My sister's down in the ATL too. All right, so we've got San Leonardo, we got Brooklyn and Tampa. Go ahead. Some of my favorite places. I like it. Well, I am Coach JP, guys. Minnesota in the in the building, the DMV. What's up, Coach Ray Sean? We love it. We got Chino Hills, California. I'm loving it. Chino Hills, California. All right, we got more people coming in, guys. We're going to have a great time tonight. Happy holidays to each and every one of you. Want to wish you an amazing holiday. Just in case we don't connect the rest of the week, even though we have more events coming, we want to just make sure that you have a very happy, safe, and loving holiday. And today we're going to dive into some information. So since we're already recording, let me get my notebook. Y'all know how we'd like to do. Let's go ahead and let's get some positive vibrations going down in the chat. Can I get my sevens? Let's get some positive vibrations going down in the chat, family, because it's about to actually go down. Florida. Okay, Carmel. Fantastic. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for my sevens. Let's get the vibrations going. I'm excited, guys. I'm so excited about knowing where my life is going to be in 2021, knowing where I'm going to earn my money in 2021. I'm just fired up about everything. So I'm Coach JP. It is my pleasure to share with you on tonight. I know we have a guest on tonight, and we're going to talk about an amazing opportunity. And I just had a chance to talk to some amazing champions a few minutes ago. One of the things that we were looking for, and I know Coach Ray, you and I, we started looking. Rhonda was saying, "Mama, what we gonna do?" We started looking. We had a journey that began back around April, maybe. And we were curious, we knew we wanted to earn some additional income. We knew we knew we needed to do something because we were working in travel. And so we began to talk about the things that we want. And this is my journal. My journal is called Positive Thinking, Positive Outcome. And literally right here was a list of things that I compiled. That's why it's in different colors, because there were different ideas that came up at us. So it's interesting because when I first started my business journey, it was just business. I want to be in business. Now that I'm a little bit more mature, then I know what I want from a business. And there were several things, as I told you guys a few minutes ago, Sean, that were like that were deal makers or breakers. And they were makers in this company. So we were looking for specific things. Here they are. We wanted a company where the leadership was God-fearing, where they were stable, where they had a sense of direction, they had a good business mind, because what we know is that success rises and falls on leadership. They were strong trainers, they were ethical, they were professional. We got that, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Then we wanted a level playing field. So what's nice about this particular platform, nobody can buy in at a higher level than anybody else. And family, we just launched the platform. We literally just launched it October 1st. So we found that level playing field. Now, one of the key things though, since a lot of our champions were working in travel, and a lot of their customers had canceled a lot of their travel because of this particular health crisis, no fault of anybody's, a lot of them didn't want to necessarily deal with customers like right now. Like customers was not at the top of their list. So we needed a platform where the people who were not great big team builders, as well as the people who did not want to go out and get customers, could still earn income. We found that we have a product where a person could literally begin to earn $50 a day from their phone, $75, $100 a day from their phone, $200 a day from their phone, couple grand a month, $4,000 a month, $6,000 a month. And what's so great is all they need is their device. No customers, no business partners are needed, just them, right? Just them and their device, and they could create that kind of income. We wanted that. We found that. But then for those of us like, Coach Ray Sean and like Suzette, and those of us who don't mind going out there and sharing a business idea, what we wanted was a strong product. Like Patrice and I are used to a certain lifestyle. We knew we wanted like something that we could create $1 million, $2 million in the next, I told Mr. McCovey 4 years. He said I was selling myself short. So Patrice, we're going to say in the next 2 years, a couple of million in the next 2 years. And because here's the thing, we don't mind rolling up our sleeves and going to work. So we're not talking about to you about pie in the sky. I get signed up and this is a chia pet. I'm going to water it and watch it grow to 2 million. No, we got to go to work. Right. But the next 2 years, a couple of $1 million chilling in an investment account, living on 9 to 10% interest. That's where we wanted to go. We found that with this platform as well. But we also wanted low startup costs. As low as we could go, as low as we could keep it for as long as we could keep it there. $99, guys, is what it costs to get started. But we wanted weekly pay. Anybody out there with me, do you like your checks every week instead of every 2 weeks, every bi-weekly? If you like me, say I in the chat. I don't want to get paid every 45 days, every 30 days, right? We get paid on a weekly basis. And guys, we are international. So these were the things that were on my list. And this last one about pandemic proof, this is what the owner, Mr. McCovey, said. He's my best friend. He said, I need something where our people can earn money no matter what if there's a recession or a pandemic, we can still earn money. So that's what we actually have. So you may be saying to yourself, how in the world, where in the world do you go and actually get everything that she just talked about? Where in the world do you go? So I'm going to take you where in the world we're going. And the company is actually called Epic. Epic, we have coined our own little acronym. It stands for Exceptional People, Incredible Compensation. And when I tell you that this platform literally gave us every single thing that we were looking for, it actually did. And I'll do my best to point it out as we go, but most of you are going to figure it out as we go. So the company just launched on October 1st, and I was blessed to be part of the group that was able to actually launch it. But we're so brand new that we're all at the forefront of this company. I mean, literally, I don't know about you, but I get tired of hearing about things once they were great. You know what I mean? I want to be part of making it great. And that's where we are right now. The company literally just launched. We launched in 145 different countries and territories, and now we're literally in over 205 different countries and territories. Our goal is to make sure that we can reach the entire world, because while there is a great need here in America, yes, there's a bigger need around the world. So there are those of us who were excited about the fact. I know, Rayshawn, we're ready to travel internationally again and be a blessing to a whole bunch of people. So what do we do? So please, I hope everybody has pen and paper. My girl Patrice says that note takers are money makers. So hopefully you're taking notes. But there are two things, and champions, help them out in the chat. Two things that we're actually doing in this platform. And one of those things, family, is we show people how to earn while they learn in Forex. Somebody say it with me. Earn while you learn in Forex. And I'm going to explain to you how that makes sense in just a minute. But in order to be able to put together that platform, he has to have some great traders. That's exactly right, Carmel. Earn while you learn. And so what we had to do is assemble some great traders to help you do that. But on the other side of that, there are those people like Patrice, and there are those people like Yvette, and those people like, Darwin, that want to create, those lifelong goals and dreams and create a strong residual income and create, the beautiful thing is we actually get to do a little bit of all of that. So let's talk about our leadership, because again, success does what, y'all? It rises and what? Falls on leadership. What I love about looking at this panel is I can look in the face of each one of these persons. I've worked with each one of these persons. I respect and care about each one of these persons. Best friend, Mr. David McCovey. We have rocked together off and on since 2013. I know his integrity. I know his mission. I know why he does what he does. I know he doesn't move based on his thought. He moves based on the inspiration, divine, inspiration. So I love that about him. Mr. Iverson, Mr. Sterling, Mr. Green, we rocked a company back about 5 years ago. We really loved that company. But again, we ran into the leadership just wasn't what we were looking for. I remember David saying, listen, since I can't find a home, Patrice, he said, I'm going to create a home. Has built a travel business that does over $200 million in volume already. It has done that. And so he already knows business. So, and these guys don't just have business in home-based businesses. They have storefront businesses. So they're good either way. Now, how are we going to make sure you're good in training as far as Forex? David Lisiaga and Coach Max. Coach Max, we call her the people's champion, right? She has spearheaded one of the most amazing platforms in trading and I'm going to show it to you in just a few minutes. But if you want to know that, and you want to know it like the back of your hand, and you're going to catch on to Coach Max's skirt tail and ride the wave, because she is helping people I think our first month, I want to say our first month, Carmel, we had somebody that has had a $10,000 trading month. So that's not a bad life. Does that make sense, guys? So what the heck is Forex? For those of you who don't know, like myself, I knew that Forex, right, Carmel? I knew that Forex could spell Forex, but I didn't know what it meant. It stands for foreign exchange. It is the act of buying and selling currencies. And guys, it's a buzzword more in communities, in other communities versus just the big bank and big, investor communities, because now we're able to bring to you a skill set where it's a portable skill set, right? But you're actually able to, we've got brokers on deck that will let you start your journey for $50, $100 investment. It doesn't have to be thousands and thousands of dollars like once upon a time, or hundreds of thousands or millions. We've got brokers that want to work with you to start down that journey. Let me tell y'all something that I think is fairly phenomenal, and you guys have read the slides, so I'm gonna go off campus just because I think it's very important that I share with you the power of this particular platform and our children. So what I put in was I put Forex. What did I put? Forex and children. And what blew my mind, is just how many children are interested in foreign exchange. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever actually looked at this. There are books that talk to our children, right, about foreign exchange. Imagine the power of teaching your children to understand the charts and to read the charts. And by the time they're 18 years old, right? By the time they're 18 years old, they're already creating, 4-figure months or 5-figure months in trading. I looked at, I just said, well, let me look at some of the images, and I use this kid's image on one of my videos, but this young man right here, literally 16 years old, turned 150 pounds into 60,000 pounds on his cell phone. So when I tell you that the particular platform that we're bringing to market is going to make a lot of people a lot of money, it really, really is. Family, we have everything from live sessions. I'm going to show you that. We've got our Epic News Network, not CNN, but ENN, as my girl Tony would say. We give you the signals. Once you come through your university, okay, and you're ready to go from your demo account to your live account, you actually are going to get those signals. So let's go over to our back office, okay? Because what I want you guys to understand, but before I go there, anybody interested in knowing how you could earn an extra $100 a day from your cell phone? If so, type 100 in the chat. Is there anybody other than me that would love to earn $100 a day, 5 days every week, right? $500 a week. Thank you, Sylvia. Me too. That's right, Daryl, right? Carmel, Missy, that's exactly right. Ready to do it. So let's go over here to Epic. Now, when you first get started, this is what your web page is actually going to look like. People can go to your web page, right? This is my ID number. And then when you go to login, right? When you go to login right here, and as you saw the word join now, people will join you on that. You actually type in your information, your username or your user ID, and then you actually log into your back office. So what's great is when you log into your back office and you look at Epic University right here, that's the first place that you're going to go. So we have a 2-week syllabus. So here's what's bananas to me. Okay, most people have said, well, I don't have time to learn Forex. Neither do I. Here's all we have to do. Go through our 2-week syllabus. Once we come through our 2-week syllabus, and I'm going to show you more of that in the university, as we're coming through it and we launch our demo account, we can actually start to use the trade signals that the master traders are sending to us every single day. And I'm going to show you how that happens. So you can begin to, as soon as you're ready to go from a demo account, that's like Monopoly money, right, to a live account, which is like your money, right? What's so great is we're going to send you the signals so that you can be able to do that. I'm gonna have a gentleman talk to you about that in a second. So there are a couple of documents like Trading in the Zone. This right here is mastering, right? Mastering the market with confidence and discipline. And then Coach Max wants you to read the Candlestick Bible. And all you do is click right here where it says download the Candlestick Bible. And you can either read it on your computer because it's like 168 pages and this is 143, or you can print it and put it in a nice little notebook. right? You can print it. And I have a pink one and I have a gold notebook. It's totally up to you. But either way, you want to take your journey seriously. Somebody say seriously in the chat. Anything that can help you earn, $100 a day, $200 a day, $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month, you got to take it seriously. This is important for you. Nobody's going to be making you do anything. We're going to guide you, but you listen, we're going to take you to the water, but you got to drink. Does that make sense? I remember grandma used to have this saying, you can lead a person horse to water, but can't make them drink. In this team, you ain't got to make us do nothing. We're going after everything that Epic has on the table. Yes or yes, guys. So when you go and enter into your Epic University, right? When you go and actually into your Epic University, that's exactly right, Carmel. What's going to happen is you're going to go through your courses, right? You're going to go through your courses. You're going to start with your Welcome to Epic University. Once you finish that one, you're going to mark it as complete. So these are modules. Once you mark that as complete, you're going to go over to your Market Mental Psychology. Finish that one, mark it as complete. Then go to your Forex Masterclass. Finish that one, mark it as, does that make sense? So they're going to take you through, but it's around day 4, family, that they're also going to go ahead and talk to you about the different brokers, and you can pick which broker works for you. MetaTrader 4, they're going to ask you to download that to your iPhone, your Android, your desktop, or your MacBook. And then they're going to talk to you about the importance of a demo account, because we care about your money. We don't want you to just jump out into the market before you're ready. I know Erica says that she'll go trade with her real money, but when she gets a wild hair, she's not going to do it with her real money. She's going to try it with her demo account. So this is what a demo ticket would actually look like. This is what a demo ticket would actually look like right here. And so this is Tanisha. Now, Tanisha is one of the people on our team. She's not a recruiter. She's like myself. Tanisha is a sweetheart, 6-figure earner. She works in IT behind a computer. She doesn't like what she's doing, and she's looking for a way to create that income that will allow her to work, retire earlier than later. But talking to customers, right, and talking to a bunch of people, that's not her forte. So she sent me her demo ticket. And what she said was, she said, Coach, she said, I'm almost, and this was on November 2nd. She said, I've almost finished my 14-day syllabus. She said, I've got 2 days. She said, but I've opened my demo account. She said, I opened it with $500. And by the 5th, guys, when she actually messaged me, she had earned $239, in actual profit. Anybody out there other than me would take a $239 profit from my phone, and I didn't talk to anybody, and all I did was had to copy and paste. Listen, this gentleman right here says it so well about, copying and pasting. And guys, you've heard, if you've ever done Forex, you've heard of pips. Listen, 19,800 pips in profit. Helicopter, yes, right? 19,800 pips in profit, and you get to cash out big by copying and pasting. So let's listen to how he explains what that means, okay?
Hey, you probably heard the buzz going around about Epic and how insane this is right now, and the amount of money that people are making by literally copying and pasting, okay? Last week alone, our team of master traders called out over 19,000 pips. Now, I don't know if you know what a pip is, but let me just explain it like this. Imagine if you were making 10 cents per pip. Imagine if you were making 50 cents per pip. Imagine if you were making $1 per pip, $5 per pip, and so on, right? There is no cap on what you can make by simply following what our master traders are doing. They're going to send you a trade idea directly to your phone that has all of the information that you need in order to be able to potentially profit in the Forex market. It works like this. They send you a message that has the currency pair that's being traded, where you get into the trade, and where you get out of the trade. And all you do is copy and paste that information over to your trading app. Now, I don't know another way that's more simple to help people make money than by literally giving them the answers, and all they got to do is plug it into their app. Okay, that is what our trade ideas are doing. This is revolutionary, and this is absolutely amazing. So listen, you cannot let another week pass you by that you're not catching these pips with us. This is too amazing, and what you need to do right now to be able to plug into this is get back to the person that shared this link with you, that showed you this video, and let them know that you're ready to start catching these pips and winning big with us here at Epic, okay? I'll see you on the inside. Let's win together.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I don't mind, as Rayshawn said, being a copycat. It's okay as long as you copy the right cat. Anybody willing to copy and paste and earn yourself a couple of grand a month? If you are, I want you to say me. If you are, just let me know. Am I talking to the right crowd? I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right group because, right? Because literally that's what we're going to be able to do. It blows my mind. But family, that's not all we got for you. Oh no, that's just one little piece of what we actually have for you. That's right, Lori, George, Kareem. That's one little piece. So we're going to communicate with you regularly. As a matter of fact, we have a platform called Telegram. You actually have to be authenticated to get into our Telegram group. We got a Forex bot. That's the guard. So once you give the Forex bot your details and you actually verify your user ID and you actually verify your username, then the Forex bot says, fantastic, you are authorized, right? You are authorized to join the below groups. And so this is where we send you the trade signals, the Forex signals groups. That's where we're going to send you those signals. But we also have a trade house community. Sandra, that's right. We have a trade house community and you can go in there and talk to people who know how to spell Forex like me, and then people who are earning 6 figures a year trading in foreign exchange. And family, those are the people you want to be around. Like, that's the circle. And then ENN, our Epic News Network, that's where we communicate everything. So the leadership is always talking to the field. And I absolutely love that about this particular platform. But wait, there's more. Let's go back into your back office, right? Then we have our trading view, right? And this is where the leaders actually get on, and there are some recordings that you can watch as well. They're updated, but you got to be authenticated. Notice here, I submitted my username, right? I've submitted my username. So you've actually got to be authenticated. You got to be authenticated. And once you do, then you can come in here and look at this additional information. Now, grandmother used to say, right? Grandmother used to say that if she could watch somebody do something, she could always figure it out. So what we give you the opportunity to do 3 times a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is actually, well, till Thursday, is to actually hop on the 2 a.m. session. Now, if you miss it, because most of us, unlike, some people up on this webinar up at 2 in the morning, but if you're not, it's okay, but you want to be part of the London session, you can always go back and actually look at, the reviews. As you can see, there are 70 videos. Then that's the London session. Then at 8 a.m., that's the New York session. So you literally can hop on that session right there at 8 o'clock in the morning and catch it. And of course, if you miss it, 75 videos. You have 75 videos you can go back and watch. And then when you get to the evening time at 7 p.m. Eastern time, right, you can hop on, like this one happened already, but you can go back and listen to, any of the other ones that you missed. So 3 times a day. See, because the market is open 24 hours a day. I heard one young lady said, well, listen, I work 11 to 7. When I get home by 8 o'clock, I've got to have the kids on the school because, they're doing a school from home. She said, and then, by 2 o'clock, they're getting off. I got to get some sleep because I'm going back in that night. And she was like, well, how can I trade? Because the market closes at 5 o'clock. And we're like, no, this is not New York Stock Exchange. This is foreign exchange, and it is open 24 hours a day. So whenever you can plug in. So this is what we say, champions. We say, listen, get on the mark, go in 5 days a week, pick out an hour, 90 minutes that you can actually tie in and begin to learn some information and spend that time. Now, every week you may not be able to get on, but it's your company. So you get to get on as often as you actually want to get on. We're going to teach you how to read the market. We have a whole calendar. When I show you this calendar, don't get afraid. We're not saying you got to be on everything that's on this calendar, right? Right? Be average when you can be epic. You better say so, Darwin. We're not saying that you have to get on everything. That's not what we're saying. But what we're saying is, guys, there's enough of everything for you to get on in order for you to be educated on what's happening. Does that make sense? So all you have to do is left click on something. Let's come down to today's date, right? This in the pink is always the day's date. So you can just left click on something, drop it into your calendar, and all the credentials are going to be there for you to hop on. Okay. And like this one is going to be with an intermediate trader. So we've got advanced traders, intermediate trader, beginner traders, because we all relate to somebody different. So you get to pick what you want to be on. So do y'all understand the power of what Epic actually brings to the table? Like, this is not a game, right? We did not come over here to play. We came over here to slay. It's just that simple. So you're going to be launching you're going to be a HBBO. That stands for, those of you who don't know, home-based business owner, which means nobody's guaranteeing your income over here at Epic. We can't guarantee your income. This, nothing that we show you is a guarantee of your ability to get results. It rewards you, right? And as it says, the opportunity is unlimited, but individual results vary based on your commitment, your commitment level, your individual effort, your marketing skills. And Mr. McCovey says right here, now this is what he says: if you do the work, he'll cut the check, right? If you do the work, he's cutting the check. And of course, if you learn what you need to learn in Forex, or if you just want to copy and paste, literally, after you come through your 14-day syllabus, and I got one stud, right? Darwin, he came through in 3 days and started trading right out the gate. He's about $3,000 to $4,000 a month in trading right now. I have some other people that have taken 60 days. But the beautiful thing is, whenever you come out of your 14-day syllabus, you can start copying and pasting those trades to your live account and start making money immediately while you're still learning everything about Forex. You don't have to wait until you know it all to get started. As soon as you've got enough information to be able to understand what they're doing in the trade, when they give it to you, you can start making money right away. And guys, this is network marketing. It's not net sit and think about it marketing. It's not net somebody's going to give it to me marketing. You got to go to work. But the beautiful thing is, you roll up your sleeves on that Forex side and start studying. The sky is the limit. But you are in business for yourself. Now, I'm about to show you income number 2, but before I do that, let's talk about business, because we are at the 20, I don't have my watch. We're at the 22nd of the month, which means for those of you who are looking at this now, you need to get started now. And let me tell you why. Now, this gentleman wrote a book that my first book from him is entitled "Is What You Keep That Counts, Not How Much You Make." This book is by Dr. Ronald Mueller and Rob Bulgari. And what it does is, he talks about, if you're earning $100,000 a year, but you got to give the government $33,000 of it, how cool is that? But if you start a home-based business and add to your tax return a litany of things that you can write off your taxes, including what you earn in your job. Like grandma used to say, if you can't beat them, what? Y'all know that old saying? Like, if working for somebody else doesn't give you all these tax write-offs and you just have this many tax write-offs, if you can't beat them, what should you do? You should what? You should join them. And so he talks about on his website, I just want to show you guys this bullet. That's right, join them. I want to show you this bullet. He says, finally, big tax relief for small business owners. Congress is serious about supporting the growth of new home-based businesses because it promotes a strong national economy. Does that make sense? Guys, now, this is why I'm saying this is important right now if you're not in business, is because you can literally get started right now. Now, I'm only talking about America. I don't know about around the world. I just know USA, right? But you can literally not just write off December, but pick up November, October, September, August, July, and June. So what does that mean? That means that there are things that you spent money on, maybe like a new computer or maybe office furniture, that now you're going to use for your business. You'll be able to write that off in 2021 because you get started in business today. Now, you can wait till next year if you want to get started. One girl said that to me, and I'm like, did you not just hear what I said? That you can create an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 more in your tax refund by getting started now. If you wait till January, you can't write it off until the next January. Family, listen, let me tell you something. I'm not leaving any money on the table. If Congress has this many things I can write off being a business owner, I'm going to be a business owner. In addition to that, you literally can increase your exemptions at work, right? Reducing what they take out in federal taxes, and you can bring home more if you're one of those persons that needs a little bit of help making your ends meet. Does that make sense? We're giving money away. And I know people say, well, what I don't know can't hurt me, which I think is kind of like one of the not smartest things in the world you can say, because what you don't know is hurting you. If you don't know that being in business in America, you're giving up $20 a day away to the IRS, it's hurting you. If you don't know that getting started in business will increase your tax refund and get you more of your money back from the government, it's hurting you. So ignorance is not bliss. So this gentleman talks to us about it. I love showing this because he gives you like a visual. Y'all check it out. Now, two things. when he talks about what they take out of your check when we work for somebody else and what they take out of our income when we work for somebody else, I want y'all to drop those differences down in the chat. And then number two, I want you to drop down in the chat exactly how much money you lose on a weekly basis by not being in business for yourself. Check him out.
Business income. This is the fun part. Business income is strategy 2. Strategy 1, your money must go further by creating a positive what? Strategy 2 is business income. Business income is taxed at a lower rate. The net effect of having a business is that you pay between 18 and 23% taxes instead of 28 to 33. So you were paying 28 to 33, now you're paying 18 to 23. That means now you get to pay yourself first because you can spend money now on your what? Business. Give you guys an example. They say if you don't have a home-based business, just take $20 a day and throw it out the window. Now, I want y'all to really understand this. If you don't have a home-based business, you're overpaying taxes by about $500 to $600 a month. So some of you guys are going to walk out of here a home-based business with a strategy. I'm going to bring up some people and give them some checks. They earn checks from a home-based business. And if you don't have one, here's what you're doing. I'm going to think about it. 20. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to research it. I got to go talk to the wife. I got to go talk to the husband. While you praying, thinking, researching, talking, just keep throwing 20s away. Because that's what it's averaging you for your lack of knowledge on capitalism. $20 a day. The tax savings alone put $500 to $600 a month back in your what? Pocket. Net. So when you leave here today, while you're thinking about it, praying about it, tomorrow it's going to cost you $20 to think about it. That's not a big deal. Talk it over with your husband. Talk it over with your wife. That's not a big deal. Tuesday, y'all still thinking about it. You only wasted $80. That ain't no big deal. Pray about it. By the time Sunday comes, you need to pray about it. Next Sunday, ask God if this business makes sense. Ain't no big deal. You up to about 140, no problem. If you got it like that, I need to be doing what you're doing. Now, hold on one second. So while you're thinking about it, just remember this. Every day that you don't, the average per day loss I'll be on taxes, $20 a day. If you don't have a home-based business, I'm not pressuring you. I'm giving you the real deal. $20 a day, come on.
And you know how people say, well, I'm doing really good because I've got a really good job? The more you make, the $20 a day goes higher because they pay more taxes.
That's right. So if you got a really, really good job, you need to really, really get a business. Everybody got it?
So does that make sense? If it makes sense, let me hear from y'all in the chat. If it makes sense that if before you even get started building your business, you already are empowered financially by Congress to get more in your tax return, drop a yes in the chat if that makes sense. If it don't make sense, I understand. But for me, truth, that's right, Darwin. It is totally true, guys. So listen, that's what I'm saying. All right. So now here's what I want you to understand. Before I transition into the second way of earning income, I want you guys to make sure that you let the new persons know on the line how many ways we have to earn income. Family, we are one umbrella, right? We are one umbrella with two different ways to earn income. Thank you, Sylvia. The first is called Forex. We just talked about that. We're going to provide you with an education, right? We're going to send you the signals, right? When you're ready to actually start trading, you can start earning, you know, it could be $100 a day. It could be $200 a day, right? We're talking about getting you up to where you're earning anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 to $6,000 on a monthly basis. And the beautiful thing about it is no customers, right? And no business partners, right? No customers and no business partners. And what I love about that Forex market is it is pandemic proof. It is pandemic proof, right? Recession proof. That is the beautiful thing. And so Mr. McCovey wanted to make sure that the product that we had was pandemic proof. Now let's talk about the second way. Now, in the second way of actually earning income, we're going to talk about you actually building, right? Building out a business where you're going to create, you're going to have the education. Family, if you're on my team, do y'all get a lot of education? Yes or no? Tell the truth. Just let the champions know that are on. Do you hear from me enough? And do you get a lot of education? Are you getting plenty? It might be overkill, but are you getting enough up over here? All right. I just want to make sure, because guys, we're going to provide you with an education, not just me, but we've got the executive team. They're going to provide you with plenty of education as well. Now, what we're going to do over here is going to create the same thing. We're going to create that $2,000, that $4,000, that $10,000 a month. But the difference is that the income is going to be, what you said, Bishop, the income is going to be residual. That's supposed to be an I, y'all. Residual is going to be a residual income. And yes, you will build a team. So guys, there are two distinct ways of earning income. What I want you to understand, for those of you who say, who may at the end say, oh, you got to build a team in order to make money. That is not what I said. Somebody drop in the chat, how much can you earn in Forex? If you study, you're diligent, what are your earning potential? What's your earning potential in Forex? I just want to make sure before we transition that everybody's clear about earning money in Forex. As a matter of fact, right? Unlimited, that's right. Unlimited, that's exactly right. In Forex, 85% of our champions want to grow their income in Forex. So I just want to make sure we're clear because I'm about to transition. Now let's talk about champions building a team. One of the things, and we find that a lot of people say, right, we find that a lot of people say, I know it, Darwin, that, you know, I would love to build a team, but I don't have that big, right, that's right, Battle. I don't have that big of a network. Well, the company has heard your cries. I've been in business before. I don't want to necessarily call my friends or whatever it is. They put together a platform called freeforex.com that is included in the cost of your being an IBO. Literally what freeforex.com does is it gives you a funneling system. That video with the young man talking about the pips, that's one of your landing pages, right? And what happens is by the time people watch that, they click that they want more information. They can either book an appointment with you, or they can sign straight up, but it allows you to bring more people into your business. The other thing that we want to help people dispel about, I don't know a whole lot of people, is that you don't need a whole lot of people. Y'all see personally referred scholars, and see that number 3, it's not 3 every level. You just have to have 3 active scholars. Now, as a coach for builders, I'm going to tell you, never let the company's minimums be your maximums. But the fact of the matter is 3 personally referred scholars active is all it takes for you to go from, you know, $125 a week. Somebody tell the champions what 125 a week times 52 weeks is. Drop that in the chat for me real quick. And then somebody else tell the champions what's $250,000 a week times 52 weeks. Drop those 2 down in the chat, because that's where you can go in this particular comp plan. Yvette likes to call that the purple zone, right? She likes to call that the purple zone. So let's talk about that 6,500. That's exactly right. So 6,500 all the way to how much? Did somebody drop the other number in the chat already? Did I miss it? Did somebody drop that in the chat? 6,500 to how much? What is 250? Almost, Carmel. You got to add a few more zeros for me now. What is 250? You need 3 more zeros, Carmel. 3 more zeros. Almost, Control. 250,000. Multiply that by 52 weeks, because we get paid every Friday. 252,000 times 52. Carmel, you're almost there. There you go. $13 million. Now let me blow your mind a little bit further. Now that you know what your income potential is, I want to blow, right, Carmel? I want to blow your mind just a little bit further, because right now the cost of getting started in Epic, right? Thank you, Tammy, is the cost of going out to dinner. Literally, the cost of going out to dinner is what it takes for you to start this business. As a matter of fact, how many of y'all spend more than that when you go out on a really nice dinner with you and your family, or a really nice night on the town for you and your significant others? How many spend more than 99 bucks? That's what it costs for you to be in business. So if you go out every weekend, just put 1 weekend aside a month, because it's $99 to start your company and $99.99. Let me add the 99 cents, right? $99.99 every 28 days for you to run your business. Now let's get down to brass tacks, as grandma used to say. First things first, the person that invited you is going to give you their link right? And they're going to actually have you sign up with them. And as soon as you pay your $99.99, you become something that we call a scholar. Now, as I was talking to Sanjay a few minutes ago, when you begin to go out there and talk about what you're doing and the kind of $200, that's right, Rayshawn, the kind of income that you can actually earn, you know, that you're earning in Forex and you're excited about it, you know, whatever you talk to them about, the company says once you have team 1, team 2, and team 3, balance requirements are as follows: 1 in the first team, 1 in the second team, 1 in the third team. The company says, you know what, we're going to actually qualify you to get free Forex education. Now, here's how they're going to do it. First things first, you must, y'all say must, you must become an IBO for $24.99. Once you become an IBO, the company will waive your monthly, your every 28-day subscription cost. And as long as you're just doing Forex and you have 3 active scholars, that's what you're paying. Now, once you start earning money over here in the comp plan, like you get to that $125 a week, you're going to resume paying the $99. But what I love about it is the company says we're not going to go into your bank account. Now, the reason they don't do that is it protects you. Who in the world wants to have changed their card because their card expired or it was compromised, forget to put the card on Epic, get out of qualification and miss your bonus check? Nobody. So Mr. McCovey protects us by that amount once you start earning income coming out of that plus the 24 coming out of your commissions and not coming out of your bank account. So now you're in a free Forex income. And here's the thing that Cottrell and I have talked about extensively. I think Cottrell, you told me that this is you. So he's the husband, right? So this is Cottrell here. And then I think you said you have Kim, who is your wife, right? We have Kim. And then we have your sister and we have your daughter. So all of those are persons that are actually in business with you. Now, family, we talk about that for several reasons. Let me go back to my whiteboard. We talk about that for several reasons. You only have 3 teams. Y'all see that 3, okay? You only have 3 teams. Ergo, if you're going to be building, if this is you, if you're going to grow down under 3 teams, we say, you know, as you start to make your list and you start to put this thing together, maybe make these first 3 pieces of real estate, let them belong to somebody that you love and you would like them to financially benefit from the work that you're going to do. Because what Cottrell understands is he's going to drive business down 3 different teams. He would like that to be Kim. Is it Tanisha? What's your daughter's name? I know I keep tearing it up. T and his Cottrell. Is that Tanisha?
Yes,
Okay.
Tanisha.
And then what's your sister's name?
Gaynell.
Danielle?
Gaynell.
Gaynell. Oh yeah, Gaynell. Okay, I remember that. So if he's going to be building business, he's going to make sure that, you know, Kimberly, Tanisha, and Gaynell, the 3 people he cares about. Now, and then we all have other family members we sprinkle in under them. But does that make sense? Because you actually only have 3 teams. I'm not saying you have to do it that way, but I'm going to caution you, and we want to talk to you first to think about how you're setting it up. That way we make sure your family gets the best impact, the most impact. So let's talk about it. You get started, you bring in those first 3. That means you're 3 and free, 1 in team 1, 1 in team 2, 1 in team 3, right? But how do you go to where you're earning that extra $500? Well, we're going to say, we're going to go ahead and help team 1, you know, bring in his 3, team 2, bring in her 3, team 3, bring in their 3. Now, let me pause. Team 3 only needs this 1. They only need that 1. Well, coach, why are you saying 3? Because over here, we teach you to build your teams evenly. No team, even though this is, you only need 20% of your volume in that 3rd team, we don't want you treating that 3rd team like you only need 20% of the volume. So number 1 plus their 3 is 4. Number 2 plus their 3 is 4. And you actually only need 2 in the 3rd team, even though we're going to teach you to do it different, you know, to build evenly. What happens then when you've got that structure of 4, 4, and 2, the company says you're qualified at Founder 500. We're going to start paying you that $6,500 every year. That's what the exercise I gave y'all at 52 weeks times 125. We're going to start paying you that 125 every single Friday. So what happens is this. Our work week starts on Monday morning at 3 a.m. Whatever you do by Monday morning at 2:59 a.m., all right, which is midnight West Coast, 2:59 a.m., you know, on the East Coast, whatever you qualify for, the company's going to take a snapshot of your back office. If you're a Founder 500, you're actually going to see this 125 show up in your back office like that day. You can immediately transfer it to what we call your Pay Quicker account. And once you transfer it to your Pay Quicker account, okay, then it becomes available when Epic releases the funds on Friday. So qualify by Monday at 2:59 a.m. Your money is available to you by Friday at noon Pacific time, about 3 o'clock East Coast time. Fair enough? So now think about that, right? That's $500 every 28 days. Let me ask you guys out there, will $500 pay anybody's cable bill or insurance, car insurance, or maybe part of their health insurance? Or is anybody out there where it would pay a utility bill, or it might pay for like a cell phone bill? Like that 500 is real, right? That's a real $500. So is that if there's anybody, right, it will actually take care of some of those things. Now, well, coach, that's great, but I need to earn a little bit more than that. Me too. So this is what we're going to do. And what I love about this business is the more you help your team win, the more you're going to win. So what you're going to do is you're going to drill down and you're going to literally go out here and you're going to help this person to bring on their 3, and this person to bring on their 3, and this person to bring on their 3. That means everybody in the pink is now 3 and free, right? Y'all got that? So we're showing each one of them to do the exact same thing. I'm missing a human. Hold on. We need one more in there. Okay. We're showing each one of them how to do the exact same thing that we showed you to do. So everybody now in the pink, and I would love for our teams to grow evenly, but normally it doesn't. Everybody in the pink is now 3 and free. The 3 that you brought on board, team 1, team 2, and 3, in Cottrell's case, it would be Tanisha, Gaynell, and Kimberly. They're now at 500, just like you were. So because they now have teams that are 4, 4, 4 like you did. But now your teams are 13, 13, 13. And I'm just doing this as an example, okay? Again, you don't need that many in the third team. As you can see, what you need is 12 in the first team, 12 in the second team, and 6 in the third team. At that point, the company is now paying you $250 every Friday. What is that times 52 Fridays, y'all? $250 times 52 Fridays. So when you look at that, when you start thinking about $1,000 for a lot of people, it'll almost make their rent payment, make half of their mortgage payment, certainly pay for a car and insurance, maybe a car, insurance, and cell phone. Because what I'm saying, maybe it starts to get you out of debt. Maybe you have some credit cards that are $500 credit cards, $800 credit cards, $1,000 credit cards, $13,000 a year. I want you to think to yourself right now, how many of my bills can I pay off with $13,000 in the next 12 months? What's so crazy is, and the thing is that $1,000 is not every month, it's every 28 days. And because it's every 28 days, there are 13 28-day pay cycles. That's why it's 13,000 and not 12,000, just so that you know. And family, every time you drill down and help one team, help another team. All right, let me get another color. Help another team bring on their 3. So that would be 9 there, 9 there, 9 there. You guys get the point. You move the people that are in the white to 3 and free. You move the people in the pink to 500. You move your team 1, 2, and 3 to 1,000, and you move yourself to 2,000. And you will help people get 3 all the way to where you're actually clocking in and you're earning $250,000. Now, let me just be frank. You're not going to get started today, right? You're not going to get started today and be at $1 million in a week. I mean, I would love for it to happen, but in reality, that's not how it's going to happen. It's going to take some time. But the beautiful thing is the time that it actually takes, you're earning income all the way through. Let me talk to you about something called spillover and spill under and position equity, and then we're done. Guys, because the person, if this is you, the person that recruited you actually only has 3 teams as well. So if this is your sponsor, they actually only have 3 teams as well. They actually have 3 teams also. So every now and then, they may need a certain number of people in your team in order to get their numbers up. Like when they go from 4-4-2, right, to 12-12-6, they need some additional people in your team. So you're going to find that periodically people will spill over into your team. As a matter of fact, Sylvia, if you would, and Tamalon, if you could you ladies come off mute just real quickly and just talk to the champions about how spillover has really affected your ability to hit your financial goals? Either one of you. Are y'all, Sylvia, are you close? I know I didn't prep
here.
you. Okay, darling.
Tamalon.
Okay, Tamalon. So Tamalon, tell us a little bit about how spillover has affected your business.
Well, when I got started, a young lady spilled over my team, and then she built her team up to 15 people. So she helped 15 of her family and friends, get their business started and get their three and free as well. So it has helped me tremendously. I'm now a Founder 1000. I'm working on my, Founder 2000, and then my team. I have several Founder 500s on my team, and their study helping to build their teams up. And so it's amazing and it's wonderful.
Congratulations. Y'all give her some love. Give her some congrats down in the chat. She is earning that $13,000 every single year, guys. And as you heard, she has people on her team that are Founder 1000 and Founder 2000 and Founder 500. So y'all give her some love. Sylvia, what happened in your case? One person spilled over on your team, and then what happened?
Yes, and what happened is he just took off. He just ran. That team is up now to like 50 something people. I didn't recruit any of those people, but they showed up on my team. So this was work that I didn't have to do. So what that did is allowed me to work on building my second team and my third team, and it saved me a lot of time. The other thing is that it impacted not just me, but every single person all the way up the leg. That's a blessing. That's a real blessing. So I'm one of those people that say definitely teamwork makes the dream work.
Come on, somebody. And that's what I love about this platform. It promotes you being generous. It literally is, Darwin, where Darwin could literally, this could be you right here, Darwin, and you find out that a person on your team down here in, I don't know, they could be in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And she's been able, not her, not right there. She's been able to get a couple of people on her team, but she hasn't been able to get that third person. And it gets back to you. This young lady is struggling a little bit, right? This is how generous we can be. Darwin can literally look in his placement tank, and he may have 3 or 4 people in his placement tank. And let's say one of those people's name is actually Bob. And so what he does is he says, get me the ID number of the young lady down in Trinidad and Tobago. He goes into his back office. He goes to his placement hold. He clicks on Bob's name. What comes up are 2 boxes. One has Darwin's number in it and as the sponsor, and one is blank as the placement, where he's going to place the person. He literally has the ability to actually take his whole number out of here and put the young lady in Trinidad and Tobago, put her number here, make her the sponsor, put her number here, make her where they place the person. And the computer says this, Darwin, oh, wait a minute. It looks like not only is Darwin going to place Bob down on this team in Trinidad, he's going to give this person, the person in Trinidad, he's going to give his personal to that person. In most companies, that would be an issue because Bob gave away money, but not here. What Darwin gave away money by giving away Bob, but here, Darwin, what happens is not only once she pays her $24.99 to become an IBO, it does her fee get waived, but now as Sylvia said, this person has one more, 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 and that might be his third team. You have one more, Darwin. Your sponsor has one more. Your sponsor's sponsor has one more. So it promotes the ability to be a blessing to somebody else because it's a boomerang effect all the way up. That one person actually feeds an entire tribe. So residual income, family, that comes in weekly, you might need to, when you get to that $5,000 a month mark, say, well, you know what? I want to start a family. I'm going to take off a year. Money still keeps coming in every Friday. I want to go backpacking through Europe for a couple of months. Money still keeps coming in every Friday. My mom needs to have surgery and I got to take a couple of months off to take care of her. Money still keeps coming in every Friday. That's the powerful thing about residual income. We even have a platform called Epic Estates where we literally set up a will or an estate plan for you. And we actually want to make sure that the income that you earn here residually passes on to your children or your children's children. If you would want your family to eat, if God called you home to glory, put the word eat in the chat, because guess what, family? That's what we're going to make sure of, is that the people that you care about are going to be taken care of. God, if God calls you home, that's the power of it. And of course, we got rewards, a little bling bling, platinum dog tag when you get to, Founder 5,000, when you're at Ambassador 10. They're going to give you a nice ring, and they're going to give you $5,000 in actual cash. More rewards in between, right? More rewards in between. But guys, an all expense paid trip to Dubai, and family at 100,000 every 28 days, which is 1.3 million annually. It's not like you can't buy. Yes, Daryl, it is. It's not like you can't buy your own Rolex, right? But the company wants to say thank you. But the other thing, Daryl, is when you show up in your Mercedes S550 or Missy, you show up in your Tesla, or maybe Darwin, you show up in your Escalade with the Epic insignia on it. Some of the people who are walking by faith, walking by sight, will maybe now have a little bit of faith because they see your lifestyle changing. You're paying off things. Your kids are in private school. Your clothing is changing. Your additions to your home or your new zip code has changed. All of these things. So the company is saying, one, thank you for a job well done, but two, this can become marketing. Whether they believe or not, the company's going to gift these things to you because for a job well done. And this is at the top of the comp plan. And Patrice and I talk about, meet me at the airport in the back at the private airport, executive airport section. We're flying to Paris for a couple of days to go shopping and eat at some of the finer restaurants. And family, we said 13 million at the top of the comp plan, $99. Okay, $99 and a little bit of sweat equity can get you there. And some people have said to me, well, 13 million is a ridiculous amount of money every year for anybody. And that is true if that anybody is all about themselves. But see, good people who earn good income, doing good hard work, do good things for other good people, like open credit unions, like fund charities, like, build wings on hospitals, like, start private academies, do things like, scholarships. That's the kind of thing that we want to do on this team. We have a desire to, the first thing is to create our own academy, Epic Icon Academy, EIA, and then Epic Icon Credit Union, EICU. We want to actually create that and be the ones who approve student loans, be the one who approve car loans, be the ones who approve mortgages. But you can't do that if you're earning $25 an hour, $50 an hour, $100 an hour. That takes care of you and your family. But what about everybody else? See, I'm one of those people where I would never say I'm good, because until my mom is good, my brother's good, my sister's good, my cousins are good, my aunts are good, my friends are good, my community is good, my state is good. Until everybody else is good, I'm not good. And so in this platform, you are able to help bless other people. So let's go back. How many ways do we have to earn income as we wrap up? Because training starts in 30 seconds. How many ways do we actually have to earn income, family? Let's just make sure that we're clear. We have two ways of earning income. One is in Forex, right? One is in Forex. And the other one happens to be if we want to build a team. Question is, if I just want to do Forex, answer the question. Do I have to also build a team? Yes or no? If I just want to do Forex, I do not have to build a team. That is absolutely right. If I just want to do Forex, build a team, do I have to do Forex? If all I want to do is be a builder, do I have to do Forex? No. You can just go tell people about Forex so they can come and do Forex, and the company pays you the way I just showed you. So Mr. McCubby says this, listen, $99 buys it all. It's your company, do what you want. But he does recommend, if Forex is your forte, know a little bit about building. If building is your forte, know a little bit about Forex, but you don't have to do. Does that make sense, guys? So with that being said, it has been my absolute pleasure to share with you on this evening. Listen, I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. I look forward to seeing you at the bank, right? That's how we roll. At the end of the day, I look forward to your life just being stress-free and better, and having the things that you want, spending the time with the people you want to spend it with, not being tied to anybody's schedule. Guys, there's freedom, and then there's freedom. True freedom is when you not only have personal physical freedom, but you also have financial freedom. And my goal is that, as the new, I want to help you buy your freedom, and we can do that on the Forex side or the building side or both. So guys, I absolutely love you. Thank you so very much for chiming in.